Top 5 Bigfoot sightings in Massachusetts. The search for the hairy beast. Massachusetts may be one of the smallest states in the U.S., but its deep woods and shadowed valleys carry stories older than the Revolution. While its bustling cities and dense suburbs give the illusion of complete domestication, over 60% of the state remains forested, a deceptive cloak of green hiding what may be one of the Northeast's most elusive residents. With a relatively high population density, human encounters with the unexplained are statistically more likely, especially in those last wild pockets where man and mystery still cross paths. How does Massachusetts stack up to the other 50 states? You might be shocked. Make sure you watch to very end where we assign a national Bigfoot ranking for Massachusetts. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our ranking. Now it's time to explore the top 5 Bigfoot sightings for the state of Massachusetts in reverse order. We save the greatest amount of detail for our number 1 selection. Number 5, October 2002, Mount Greylock State Reservation, Berkshire County. Mount Greylock, the highest point in Massachusetts, is a magnet for hikers, drawing over 200,000 visitors annually. The combination of rugged terrain and thick, unbroken forest canopy offers the perfect cover for something trying very hard not to be found. A group of college hikers from nearby Williams College reported a chilling encounter on the Appalachian Trail just below the summit of Mount Greylock. As dusk fell and the fog rolled in, they heard what they described as a guttural, bellowing howl echoing from below the tree line, followed by the distinct cracking of branches and heavy bipedal movements circling their campsite. One witness claimed to have seen a massive silhouette move between the trees, standing well over 8 feet tall, before it vanished into the mist. Number 4, July 2018, Freetown Fall River State Forest, Bristol County. Freetown Fall River State Forest is visited by more than 150,000 people per year, drawn by its network of trails, scenic beauty, and its dark reputation, which may attract more than just the curious. A lone trail runner claimed to have been chased off-path by something tall, hairy, and growling with unnatural cadence near a section of the forest known locally as the Dark Hollow. Upon returning with friends the next morning, they found massive 3-toed tracks in the mud and an eerie absence of birdsong, as if the woods themselves had gone silent. Number 3, February 1995, Quabbin Reservoir Watershed, Central Massachusetts. The Quabbin Reservoir supplies drinking water to Boston and is surrounded by more than 118,000 acres of protected forest, largely off-limits to the public. Though it sees fewer recreational visitors due to restricted access, the seclusion and limited human. During a winter patrol, 2 Department of Conservation and Recreation workers spotted what they initially believed to be a man in a ghillie suit standing motionless near the frozen shoreline. But when the figure dropped to all fours and bounded into the snow-laden woods with unnatural speed, they realized this was something different. They followed its tracks for nearly a mile before the print simply stopped, as if it had leapt into the trees or vanished into thin air. Number 2, June 1973, Harold Parker State Forest, Essex County. Harold Parker State Forest, covering over 3,000 acres and located just north of Boston, attracts more than 100,000 outdoor enthusiasts annually. Its close proximity to major urban centers makes this sighting particularly chilling. Whatever was seen didn't have to wander far from human civilization. While camping with his family, a man reported being awoken by the sound of heavy breathing outside his tent. Peering through a gap in the canvas, he saw a dark, broad-shouldered figure standing less than 10 feet away, its eyes reflecting a dull orange glow in the firelight. When it noticed him looking, it emitted a low, rumbling growl and walked silently back into the woods. Number 1, August 2021, October Mountain State Forest, Berkshire County. October Mountain is the largest state forest in Massachusetts and welcomes over 250,000 visitors annually. Its thick hemlock groves and secluded trails offer countless places for a large, intelligent creature to live undetected. 2 amateur wildlife photographers captured blurry but compelling footage of a towering bipedal figure moving along a ridge at sunset. The creature moved with surprising speed and silence, despite crashing through dense underbrush and scaling rocky terrain. One of the witnesses, a former Army Ranger, described it as, "like nothing I've ever seen in the wild, and I've seen just about everything." The footage was briefly uploaded to a local nature forum before being taken down without explanation. The sighting drew a flurry of media attention across western Massachusetts. Within days, local news stations like WWLP 22 News and Spectrum News 1 aired brief segments featuring interviews with the photographers and forest officials, though the latter were quick to downplay any suggestion of a creature. The incident sparked discussion on regional radio shows, including late-night AM talk programs dedicated to the paranormal. The incident even earned a mention on Boston's WBZ radio, where it was framed as part of the broader lore surrounding the Berkshires' mysterious wilderness. Notably, the video's sudden removal from online forums fueled speculation, with some suggesting the witnesses were pressured into silence or simply overwhelmed by the attention. Locally, the reaction in nearby Lee and Pittsfield was a mix of excitement and unease. At a lightly attended town select board meeting in Lee, the topic was raised during public comment, with one resident urging officials to restrict nighttime access to certain trails in October Mountain. While no formal actions were taken, the discussion underscored how seriously some locals took the sighting. In Pittsfield, the town's Facebook community page lit up with anecdotes, blurry photos, and even conspiracy theories, including claims of strange military presence in the forest during that week. Though no hard evidence followed, the atmosphere in the region shifted. More hikers reported strange sounds, and sightings of shadowy figures increased, whether real or imagined. For a brief stretch, October Mountain wasn't just the state's largest forest. It became the epicenter of Massachusetts' modern Bigfoot mythology. Massachusetts National Bigfoot Ranking, number 27 out of 50. While Massachusetts doesn't top the charts in volume, its sightings tend to cluster in remote, well-protected forest regions with compelling witness credibility. The mix of high foot traffic in its wild areas and dense forest cover makes it a sleeper contender for serious Sasquatch investigations. Hit subscribe to follow this channel as we track Bigfoot and other weird and wacky happenings across the United States. Do you believe your region or town deserves a top rating? Or have you had an unusual encounter in the woods you can't explain? Does Bigfoot still exist, or is he simply a product of overactive imaginations? Please leave a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear from you.